Morning, everybody. Kevin from Watch This with Joe and Kevin, back with the ninth episode of season 3 of The Sopranos. Moving right along through season 3, pretty quickly, actually. Obviously, two big takeaways from the last episode that I've kind of think about over the week: the reconciliation of Tony and Ralphie, and Ralphie's subsequent elevation. I don't know if that's going to be for better or worse, because I haven't changed my mind that Ralphie is still a terrible person, even though Tony was pretty rough on him in the last episode. I think Ralphie's a guy you'd be rough on. I feel like Ralphie's a guy who's on borrowed time anyway. He sucks. I know he blamed his drug habit that he's definitely going to quit. Um, Kind of like a guy saying that if you make me Secretary of Defense, I promise I'll stop drinking. But that's the world we live in now. So this tracks in this episode. We'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be complicated by the fact that Jackie Jr. and Jackie Jr. and Meadow are now dating, because there's a lot of entanglements between those two families there anyway. So we'll see moving forward. But like I said, I now that Ralphie has even more power. Tony, I think Tony's been sold on the idea that would appease Ralphie because he's a good earner and all that. I think it could just cause more problems. I think ambition is a good thing, but in the hands of the wrong person, ambition can just really bring out the worst in somebody. And we've definitely seen Ralphie be the worst of somebody. We'll go ahead and get started here, but I do want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us. And I'd like to give a special thank you to Actuarial Looker, Balash Foldes, Chris, Derek Peterson, Jeff, Christy Govers, and Jay, Sudhu Gundavo Rapu, Torgid Ligstad, Weird Magic, Where Panda 47, and Bruce Ward. Thank you so much, guys. Really glad you're here with us. If you would like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else that we've watched or we're currently watching, please check out the link in the description below to our Patreon page. On every show, including The Sopranos, we're at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon of where we're on YouTube. You will have to sync and watch along in your own source material on Patreon. You'll only see and hear me for copyright purposes. I know it makes no difference, but I'm going to venture a guess right now that Ralphie will not be around for season 4. I could be wrong, but like I said, Ralphie's a terrible person, and terrible people are often on borrowed time on the show. But they're all terrible.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, baby.
Oh, changing up and using an actual song. That is huge.
Here, allow me.
Is that a little gauche, or is it just me?
Oops.
I get that.
Matrix. I haven't seen it yet.
What up our alley?
A day of beauty and pampering at the Belladonna Day Spa.
It's in Soho. My friend Batsheva says it's awesome. Massage, mud treatment, everything.
I love how Anthony Jr. just took the DVD to watch it himself.
It's like permanently 1987 in here.
Goddamn Vikings! Nobody misses the extra point.
No, another degenerate gambler.
You got a problem with us?
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday!
Wow, what a transition.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. DeAngelis.
Oh, Jackie.
Hey,
Have you heard the good news?
we met Thanksgiving.
That's a good answer. Yes, I heard it. He is risen.
All right, come on, let's go. The wax is melting here.
What's Jackie Jr.'s plan since he's kind of dropped out of school?
I heard you got made defensive cap.
Oh my god, this song again. I love this as a callback.
Maybe we can work out a little together.
Sure, you should come to the Blessed Sack game on Tuesday. It's the last game of the season. We're supposed to play last month, but the refs were on strike.
I'll be there.
Oh, he's just...
No champagne. The good Lord doesn't want us to drink alcohol.
Didn't Jesus drink wine?
He was Jesus, Tone. We can't make comparisons.
Oh my god, that is such a weak argument. Oh, that is funny.
I smell fish.
We're near the ocean.
Surprise, Christopher is now partner in a failing club.
What?
It's yours.
What is?
This is the Lollipop in Long Branch. This is your club. I'm a partner here now, me and Furio.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the owner-manager. You book the bands, you find a talent, whatever you want to do. It's yours.
It's actually really... I'd be pretty excited if I was her too, actually. This is kind of nice, yeah.
Can we change the name?
Whatever you want, baby.
Yeah, Lollipop
This is
Club's
Rocco.
pretty rough.
He works for you.
Poor Rocco.
Ring looks beautiful on you.
It is gorgeous.
I don't know what this movie is.
You didn't buy that little car you were talking about.
Look like a douchebag in one of those.
Gene Cusimano calls those sports cars midlife crisis mobiles.
Hey, Ro. No, Jackie took men to the movies.
Is this going to start becoming a problem?
What?
I don't know. I'm not thrilled about this thing with Jackie Ametto.
I'm wondering when someone was going to say it.
She should be at the Museum of Modern Art in her free time, not watching TV at Rosalia Priel's.
I kind of get that feeling, yeah.
I would have done it myself. I was gonna do it. I just couldn't get through the books.
Oh my God.
I never should have took literature of obsession. I owe you big time.
I just don't feel like college is for this guy. he wants to be a gangster.
You girls see me out there?
Yeah, it looked like you were cheating.
Will they break into the pool?
We got Mr. Goodwin's office open. Check it out.
Oh, they broke into the school.
Let's go for it.
Oh my God. You know, even when I was a high school kid, I'd feel like this was stupid.
Booyah!
Are you bare feet with broken glass everywhere?
Did Jackie call?
Been some bodies out back with your brother.
Oh my God. She has fallen hard.
I knew I was going to get hit up for something on this trip.
What, you can spend thousands on sapphires, but a hardworking student has to take the bus everywhere?
You live a block from the school.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, you'd have one downtown in the city?
They steal cars left and right in New York. Parking is impossible.
Yeah.
I'm not asking for anything fancy, just something to get me around.
Could have had a car last year, but you spurned your nose at it.
Eric's car.
Yeah.
May interest you to know that his father's now in a mental health facility in Nevada.
Oh no.
It happens in a split second. But over the course of the game, you can learn what his habits are. And once you know these habits,
It's actually really good advice.
I don't think they stole anything. They just did a number on the place. They left this.
Uh-oh. Oh, I thought they were like, I thought misdirect. Nope. Who bought this pizza?
That's in my box. This pie was found at a crime scene. My pizza never hurt nobody.
Oh my God.
Kids broke into Verdun Day High School, broke things. They left us there. Now you tell me their names. I go put my foot up there.
I got it, Pop.
Yeah.
Pop, go in the back. Make meatballs. Go ahead.
Sir,
Yes, officer?
word to the wise.
What's that?
Technically, you're an accessory after the fact.
Yeah, if you know.
A couple of guys started throwing stuff in. We just did it.
And if they were jumping off the George Washington Bridge, would you just do that too?
No, obviously. Why do parents always go that route?
What are you doing here?
Answer your father.
I got sent home.
Why?
Oh boy.
Your son broke into his school Friday night and vandalized the swimming pool.
What'd you do that for?
It's a great question.
On your mother's birthday?
Well, I don't think that should
It
matter.
wasn't. It was after midnight.
What are you, stupid? What'd they say?
Nothing. They just sent me home. Said to bring you guys into the principal's office.
On your mother's birthday?
It was after midnight, technically.
You're gonna miss the big game. You're screwing everything up. Your football career down the drain.
I mean, it's probably something he's seen in himself when he was a kid, too. Wasn't he a big baseball player? And now look at him.
It's all about the contrast, the crispness of the beans, the smoothness of the cheese.
I like Artie. I'm glad we're over the really awkward hitting on Adriana thing.
She'll be a very good influence on him. You did a great job. She's a wonderful girl.
Oh, thank you. Salud.
Yeah, she doesn't like it as much, and this is going to get weird eventually.
You know, it's funny, but you think, you know, the men in our lives have been, you know what?
Yeah.
And here's Artie, a regular guy, hardworking, and his marriage is in the Pishadu.
You can push a man only so far.
You guys, your husbands have Gumars. The denial is amazing. Oh, okay, of course we're back with her.
Hello.
Who's the douchebag? I'm going nuts thinking about you.
Gotta work.
Yeah, look around. He's not free.
Try to get there once a year.
All right, we'll go.
I'll call you.
Wrapped around your finger.
Hey, how you doing, kid?
all right.
Hey, Jack. Thanks for coming by.
This is the talk.
Don't you two got class tomorrow?
She's got at 2 o'clock and I'm off.
How many days off they give you, a ruckus?
He's not really a student.
So if you want to spend time with her, I want the best from you. If you're in school, you gotta give it everything you got.
I think this is a fair conversation. Yeah.
But now, it's different. You understand what I'm saying to you?
I just got an A on my lit paper.
Oh, shut up, man.
Have some dessert on me.
No, that's okay.
Take it. Just don't keep her out too late.
I don't think that was a bad conversation. I thought it was going to be a little bit more, I'm the tough guy dad stuff, but I thought that was fair.
Please welcome the Miami relatives.
Good for you, Adriana. Oh my God, even Hesh is there. Oh, I like that. You can tell that was a How Do You Like My Band, since he's a music promoter or executive.
You won't be sorry.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Come on, let's go.
Oh, yeah. You can't be dealing in their club.
I see you here again. I'm gonna crack your head.
It's Furiero's place. Don't mess with that guy.
You have to wonder what they're thinking.
Is this a Central Park Zoo? I've never been.
Usually they just engage in what's called threat behavior.
Well, that's because they did all their mauling. Now all they gotta do is give you the look.
You know other primates? They groom each other.
Oh, come on, man.
Tibetan talisman for protection.
I knew it. I knew there had to be something.
Not Catholic?
My sister was a Buddhist. She's a whack job.
Ah, I see. So I gotta be a whack job?
Right.
Joyful participation in the sorrows of the world. So you make a sale, you don't make a sale, it's a tiny little thing.
I've been a salesman. It's not a tiny thing when you don't make a sale. It's a big difference, especially on expensive sports cars like that.
I'm crazy about you. You know that, don't you?
I never met anybody like you.
Behave yourself, man. There's children.
What's your name again?
Matush.
This is getting ugly already.
You know who my father was?
The golfer? U.S. Open?
Yikes.
We suggest and hope that Anthony's punishment be meted out parentally.
So it's not exactly zero tolerance.
Yeah.
Well, what about, detention?
A lawsuit a few years back forced us to eliminate our detention program.
Really?
Studies done at Harvard and elsewhere have shown that boys have greater success in avoiding the pitfalls of adolescence when they remain committed to...
Is this just because he's a soprano?
Look, I told him he's going to be off the team. You know, now, you're kind of...
You're right.
We feel that it would be against his best interests and the team's to sever his relationship with the squad.
Oh my God, this is lame.
If there is but one more infraction of our code, the sentence will immediately go into effect, and Anthony will be expelled.
What about the damages?
That whole thing was a disgusting charade so that the freshman football team can win the big game.
Yeah.
You ain't getting off that easy.
Overall, it's been a good 2 weeks.
What a weird conflict of interest here.
I had a wonderful dream where I lit the big torch at the Olympics. And my performance has been commended by Mercedes-Benz USA with a little plaque.
That's nice, yeah.
When you called me last week to cancel, I heard a man's voice.
My car broke down. Could have been the mechanic.
He knows it was Tony.
Offended? Why?
Well, I don't pay you to be under your surveillance.
She's being way too defensive here.
You came to me after attempting suicide over the breakup with Barry.
Oh, no.
Well, the doctor in the ER said it was only suicidal ideation.
Is he trained to give those diagnoses?
So this isn't going to go well when Tony needs to break it off with her either, is it?
It's all taken care of.
What are you doing?
Can't do it in the club. Have your customers meet you outside.
Oh, okay, okay.
In time, everything will be revealed to you. Couple of weeks, you'll be back inside.
Odd.
I'm looking out for you here. I gotta eat too, right?
I'll take care of you.
I'll be by every Sunday.
Cool.
This is dumb. He kind of reminds me of Brandon from season 1. Just really wanting to be a gangster so bad that he's then not capable of doing it.
I use the computer for school.
Get the typewriter out of the basement.
Dad threw it out.
Then use a pen. It worked for Einstein, it can work for you.
Number one, you go to the garage, you clean it out, you make it neat and organized.
Jackie Jr. did that the other day.
See what I'm saying about him?
Okay, this is funny.
And you were going to clean the gutters.
What gutters? On the roof.
Where?
On the edge. The things that...
Doesn't know where the gutters are.
Don't get smart with me.
I don't know.
The drain pipes for the rain?
Come here.
Oh, he's never done any of this.
Come on. I told you once.
Oh, this poor guy.
Did you mention my name? And I sat down with Chris.
You didn't give a shit. I don't think they like you. Can you give me the thing?
You should get the nurse to help you.
Just hand it to him.
Maybe she'll be fine and give you a cheap thrill.
You are in over your head, kid. Just stop.
You add a little gravy, then you put the fire back on.
Is that an East Coast thing, or just an Italian thing? I have grown up never calling marinara sauce or pasta sauce or whatever. Never called that gravy. Gravy is a completely different thing where I'm from.
Instead of just coats it. This is for flavor.
I was so confused the first time Polly called it pasta and gravy.
Anything you want to tell me?
No.
Yes.
But if you're looking to make a point, you might want to go with something bigger.
It's not really for intimidation. Just in case.
There's a lot of comedy in this episode.
How much I owe you for it?
Get out of here. Your money's no good. Macaroni's ready!
This kind of reminds me of with Irina, right? She was really distraught when Tony broke it off with her. And this woman seems like she has a history of kind of the same level of obsession, up to dangerous levels.
If it's their opinion that he shouldn't get treated too harshly, I mean, you gotta listen to the experts, right?
He didn't get anything.
How are things between you and Carmela?
She was moody for a little while, but now she's her old self.
He wants to ask so bad.
You know, sometimes you gotta get away and stop and smell the gorilla
The progress that you make is entirely up to you, and how willing you are to be honest with yourself and with me.
Yeah, but you were an inadvertent matchmaker, too.
Your thoughts have a kind of Eastern flavor to them. I mean Eastern in terms of Asian, like Buddhist.
Yeah, there it is.
We have to stop now.
Just ask him if he's sleeping with your other patient. You know you want to.
You gave me too much.
Well, I gave you a little extra for the good results this week.
I can't accept.
You can't tip your therapist.
I'll see you next week.
He just tipped his therapist.
I'm sorry. How are you?
I need to buy a couple of expensive books.
Lucky for you, Mama just got a big fat tip. What are the odds he puts money in the meter?
Almost done, Jim.
Hey, Don.
None.
How's it going?
Maybe it's at night. They don't need it.
See, you shouldn't have listened to me. It's your hand.
Yeah, I would have hit anyway.
Come here, I want to talk to you, man.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
I was at a bachelor party. I got dragged here. I didn't even want to come.
That's exactly what the we talked about.
Yeah.
No errands.
I went out and treated myself.
They match.
I almost bought the necklace that goes along with them, but some restraint.
Meadow's still here.
Jackie Jr. took her to the city to see Aida.
I eat her?
Aida, yeah.
He takes her to the city for a little culture. He's great with AJ. So long as she does good in school, things could be a lot worse.
They're going to get a lot worse. Don't fall off the roof. It really kind of sucks because Jackie Jr. seems to be a bit of an olive branch between Meadow and Tony, at least right now. And obviously that's unsustainable because Jackie Jr. is not the guy that Tony needs him to be or wants him to be, or probably that Meadow needs him to be. I don't know. I think on one hand he is a nice kid. I don't think his kindness to Meadow or the Soprano family or to AJ, I don't think any of that's performative. I think he is that guy. But God, how many different young men on this show have we seen that just want to be a lot harder than they are? And it does not go well. It started with Brendan, and then the two goons who worked for Christopher at his penny stock brokerage scam. who ended up trying to kill Christopher and are both dead. Um, and now Jackie Jr. is just like, this life isn't for everybody, and I don't think a lot of these guys realize you can't play it. And I'm not saying that like, go be harder. I just think it's a bad choice for so many of them to even try. And the saddest one, I think, is Jackie Jr. because he does have prospects. He was brought up okay. He is a genuinely nice guy on a lot of levels. He doesn't seem to be a violent person compared to many of these guys. And it's like, man, you really, I wish he could be the guy that Tony wants him to be, that Carmela thinks he is, and probably that Meadow thinks he is. Um, and part of him is, but not enough. This is a problem. And this may be the thing eventually. He may be the wedge that really gets things going, um, spiraling, really, between Tony and Ralphie, because he's kind of, in the middle of the two families. I said before the episode, I don't know if Ralphie's going to make it out of the season, and now I've completely changed my mind. Rossi seems to be happy with his promotion. He seems to be completely bought in, and now the question is, you know, what ends that romance, the honeymoon? And I think it's going to be Jackie Jr. I think Tony's radar's up. I think it wouldn't take him much to get with somebody and say, find out everything that this kid's doing and that he's into, and that would be it. If Tony, maybe Tony doesn't want to know. Maybe he wants to believe that Jackie Jr.'s the guy that he says he is. He's kind of taken Jackie's word for it up front. Obviously, Jackie is very comfortable lying to him. I didn't even want to be here. I just came from a bachelor party. Obviously not true. So he's a good liar. So who knows the extent to what his lying is actually, now that I think about it. I was like, a lot of this could be performative, actually. He's just good at it. And I guess that's a thing we'll have to kind of see moving forward. But, as we get kind of towards the end of the season, I think some things are really going to come to a head. Right now, everyone is in a good mood, right? Even Tony's at his therapist saying how happy he is, to the point of where Dr. Melfi's kind of losing it because she knows what's really going on. It's weird that she's really taking it personally. Is that strange? Is anyone else picking up on how weird that vibe is? That Dr. Melfi is taking it personally, that two of her patients are sleeping with each other and they're not telling her about it. Like, that's really upsetting her. She says it's a lack of respect for my profession, but I mean, let's face it, it seems to be more than that. I don't think they're disrespecting the profession. I think they're keeping secrets that they don't want to share with their therapist. I think probably most people are withholding when they talk to a therapist. Even probably someone who's seen the same therapist for years is at least somewhat withholding. It's a huge leap of trust to have to tell your therapist everything. I don't know that I would be capable of it. All your thoughts and your feelings and things that make you feel judged or embarrassed. It makes sense not to tell her. And the fact that she's taking it so personally that they're not. Is there a jealousy there? Is there an attraction to Tony that because we've kind of hinted at it a little bit in dreams and stuff with her, right? That possibly that she actually is attracted to Tony. A lot of women clearly can't resist the guy. So maybe there is that she's not facing the fact that some of her resentment is jealousy. I'm kind of curious to see what that looks like moving forward, because Tony has really confessed his attraction to her, but has stopped for quite a while. I feel like that was an early thing, and he's kind of backed off. Has it kind of grown in her? Is the fact that he's not chasing her anymore done something? I'm curious to see where that goes. And like I said, also, how does Jackie Jr. trying to live in both worlds, how is that going to destroy everything? Because it absolutely is. Earnest as he may be in a lot of ways, he is not the guy that's going to pull this off forever. Trying to show the Soprano family that he's a straight-laced, good kid, good college student worthy of Meadow, while also trying to be an up-and-coming, trying to be his dad, basically, is kind of what it sounds like. He got a guy beat to death because he couldn't admit to him that he isn't that guy. Not beat to death, but beaten pretty badly by Furio. No, one of the people on the show, I think you'd really never want to mess with is Furio. I like my chances talking Christopher down way more than I would Furio. So Jackie Jr. not being able to say, "Look, man, I talked to Christopher. It's not going to happen. Stay away from the club." He couldn't do that. He just lied to the guy. And there are consequences, and I think those consequences are going to get worse moving forward. The more he tries to be that guy. But we shall see. Appreciate you being with us, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.